a form of therapy that's kind of been poo-pooed since then, but it's really, to me, it was fascinating. And I'll put a link in the description for the book. But the doctor's name was Dr. Arthur Janov, and he wrote The Primal Scream, and it was a huge hit. I remember in the late 70s and the 80s, everyone was talking about it. There was a band called Primal Scream, and his idea, some of his ideas were a bit wonky, but the concept of finally facing the initial trauma and dealing with it and getting out, I just love, because it's the stoic side in me that's like, just deal with it. Let's not do, years of navel gazing and God knows what else. So what you do is, first of all, of course, you've got to be cleared by your doctor. You've got to be physically able to handle it, because there could be a lot of heart problems, like with the stress of everything coming out. But what happens is you get cleared by your doctor, and then you stay isolated, preferably in a hotel where you can't see your family, friends, whatever. When you're in a room on your own and you don't have a television, a phone, nothing, all you have is a notebook and a pen. And people will bring your food to your door, but you don't speak to anyone. And you do that for 5 days. And the idea is you become like a cracked vessel. I did this for 2 days myself, and I didn't even realize until just mentioning the Primal Scream therapy now that that's pretty much what I did to myself, and that was dangerous. And you can look at those videos. But it worked. And that's the way. I'm very extremist sometimes. Too little, too much. I have to keep the pendulum as close to the middle way as possible. But anyway, with the therapy, how it goes is 5 days of complete isolation, and you're encouraged to write. And if you run out of paper, they'll bring another notebook. But it's not always like this. It just depends on which way you wanted to prep. But the reason for the isolation is to cut yourself off from other people and other influences, including the TV and the phone and everything, so that you're just left with yourself. Because what you're focusing on is whatever that initial trauma was, that pivotal event that you need to focus on, that that was where stuff really happened. Once you're ready, then you go and see the doctor, whoever the practitioner is, who will take you through a guided meditation, almost a regressive session.